Back to week 4 predictions for the NFL, as we will be doing predictions each week. This is week 4. I am 36 with the Broncos win on Thursday night, and I think like 5-1. Now, my rule here is if it's a tie, I will give the win to me because I'm predicting what team will lose, we'll say, from now on. So, let's get into it. So, we already did Broncos versus Jets. Saints 35, Lions 10. No brainer. Drew Brees is going to dominate over Matt Stafford, who's a really good quarterback. But the Saints have Alvin Kamara and a better offense than the Lions, and they have a better defense. Game 2, Chargers 24, Bucks 28. I just personally feel like the Buccaneers have a better offense. Now, the Chargers are insanely good this year. I'll give them that, even with the loss of Phillip Rivers. But I have to say that Buccaneers with Brady and Gronk had looked really good the last 2 weeks. And I feel like they'll continue to dominate over the Chargers. Next up is the Jaguars versus Bengals. I give Jags 28, Bengals 17. Now, I find it funny. Both 0-3 two teams went into a game last week looking like, oh, one of us is going to get a win. Nope, they walk out with a tie. So I'm going to say Jags, who have Gardner Minshew, who I say is better than Joe Burrow. I think Gardner Minshew will come out on top with a superior defensive play, and the Jags' defense looked terrible last week against the Dolphins, but I feel like they'll come out on top this week. Next game is Vikings versus Texans. Now, I think it might be a little further matched, but Vikings 17, Texans 24. I'm expecting a heartbreaking defeat for the Vikings, only by a touchdown. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's weird. I mean, Texans are a way better team. Deshaun Watson, J.J. Watt, all that. But I'm going to give it to the Vikings. I'm going to say they're going to, with Kirk Cousins, they're going to somehow stay close in it, but they're going to lose. Seahawks, Dolphins. I didn't even think about this one. I just put random numbers down. Seahawks 35, Dolphins 17. Now, I feel this because Seahawks have Russell Wilson and good players, while the Dolphins have Ryan Fitzpatrick. Now, their win last week against the Jags actually shocked me because I thought Jaguars would kill them, but they didn't. So that's why I gave them a full 17 instead of, giving them, 10 or less. Colts Bears game. Colts 24, Bears 28. I say this because the Bears, I think, have better now that they put Nick Foles in as a starter. Bears will do better. Now, Colts also a really good team. They won last week, but I feel the Bears will win with Nick Foles leading the offense and not having Trubisky lead them to another barely victory. Next up's Ravens, Washington football team. Now, I'm going to give it to the Ravens 24-21. I feel the Ravens are overall a better team. But I feel like they haven't been showing that much recently, which is why I give them the close victory instead of it being a blowout. Now, let me know what you think about that decision, because that one I didn't feel too comfortable about. Shit. But yeah. Giants versus Rams, I gave it to the Rams, no doubt. Jared Goff, way better. And I feel like they're going to come out with a pretty simple win. 17-24 Rams. Because the Rams have a way better offense, way better defense than the Giants. Giants lost to the Bears, and I think Rams might be able to beat the Bears, therefore I'll give it to the Rams. Browns, Cowboys. Browns 21, Cowboys 28. Browns have been doing better than I expected this season, doing fairly okay. But I know the Cowboys have a better team, therefore I'm going to give it to them. But I'm going to say the Browns will hold their own this week and keep it pretty close. Cardinals, Panthers. Gotta give it to the Panthers, 21-17. I mean, Cardinals did pull an upset off against 49ers, which were Super Bowl runner-ups last year. But they're not nearly as good as they are as the Panthers, which, look pretty good with Phillip Rivers leading the way for them. And I feel like they'll be able to come out with a nice win by 4. Next up, Patriots Chiefs. That is postponed, therefore this score won't even really matter. But if they do play soon, I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs, 24-28. Patriots looking good with Cam Newton, but since he did test positive, even if they do play soon, sometime this week, it will not be Cam Newton leading the offense. Therefore, I feel they'll lose to the superior Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, or 28. Next up, Bills Raiders. Now, Raiders look good so far. Carr has been doing better than I thought, which I'm proud of him. Good quarterback. But last week he lost because he saw what a real defense was like, because the first 2 weeks were fairly easy defenses. Now he's going to see this week's defense, and Bills have a really good defensive core, a good secondary, and a good offense. And I feel like the Bills have a way better offense with Josh Allen and all of them. Therefore, I feel like the Bills will win 28-17. Very little restraint required. Very little challenge. Next up, Eagles versus 49ers. I'm going to say it's going to be close because 49ers haven't been looking as good. They've been looking decent, but not as good. So I'm going to say Eagles 24, 49ers 28. Now, I'm going to say the 49ers are going to win just because I feel like I prefer Garoppolo over Wentz this game. But I feel like it will be close and a good game. Therefore, I'm going to give it to 49ers. Final game, Thursday Night Football, is going to be... Thursday Night Football. Going to be Monday Night Football. Thursday, the start of the week. Monday Night Football is going to be Falcons versus Packers. I'm going to watch that. That's going to be a big game for me. I'm going to say Packers come out on top 31-24. Falcons haven't been looking 0-3 this season, losing Bears last week after laying up, I think, 3 touchdowns officially, but I'd say 4 because of the bad calls against the Bears. But Falcons haven't been looking too good, and the Packers have been on fire. People were saying Aaron Rodgers, this is either his last or second last season because he was starting to decline, but this year he's looking on top of his game, which is great, which I think might give him a Brady career, not quite as long, but a career like Brady's where you'll keep thinking he's going to retire, but he won't. But I got to give it to the Packers because I feel like the Packers are overall a better team and will win. Now, watching this video, tell me what you think in the comment section. I will be streaming in about at 10:30 tonight. Check if you like. What's it? I want you guys to all know these are just guesses. I don't know what's happening, but hope you all enjoyed. And we'll see how it goes. I'll try and give a recap. I haven't really been doing a lot of recap videos, but I'll try this week at some point tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Good night.